Right now at 4, Langer's Deli in danger of closing over safety concerns in the area after nearly 80 years in business. The owner saying the city of LA isn't doing enough.
A massive burglary in the Fashion District. Thieves breaking through walls to access a few stores. We're live with reaction from the owners.
And developing now, a newborn, the teen mom, and a 15-year-old missing. The search to find them and the critical medication that baby needs.
NBC4 News at 4 starts now.
And we begin with the business burglary at downtown LA's Garment Center. Good afternoon, I'm Annabelle Sedano.
And I'm Robert Kavasik. Burglars ransacking multiple businesses and even made their way through walls. NBC4's Karma Dickerson is live now with the very latest. Hi, Karma.
Hi there. This was a big hit to stores here in the Fashion District. The burglars came in and they did not use the door in most cases. Take a look at what one store is dealing with. The burglars burst their way through that wall. They came in, they made a huge mess. They took a bunch of things and then they went right back out, but the other wall, and kept going, doing the same to neighboring business. Business after business is dealing with some version of what we just showed you here. Upwards of half a dozen businesses tell us that they've been hit. Now, it's unclear when exactly the burglaries began, but they were reported to LAPD at about 1 this morning. Store owners say they became aware at different times and through word of mouth that something was wrong. They believe the thieves actually did come through the door at least one point. They believe they got in through a store with a broken lock, coming in that door, and from there basically burrowed into neighboring stores. Now, this is the first time some businesses say they've had something like this happen, but one woman tells us she's dealt with repeated issues of theft.
Every time it's very like when they're gonna come. I was always thinking that I changed the lock to safer so they cannot cut anymore. But look, now they open the wall.
Now they open the wall and you can see what businesses are left with. People are in different stages of trying to get those walls back closed. As far as what the burglars took, we're hearing that they took everything from merchandise to cash to computer systems, even financial documents, taking time to actually sort through multiple different documents, taking things like checks, incorporation papers. So there are some businesses that are pretty concerned that they might be dealing with potentially some financial crimes or some identity theft as a result of what happened here. We want to give you one more look at that wall as we take a look out. Different sizes, different floors. We saw one business that actually looked like there might have been an attempt from the ceiling to come in. So these burglars, it's unclear how long they were in here, but it does look like they were able to spend some time. As far as the mess here, store owners say they're also dealing with some uncertainty about what to do next, because while police did respond initially, they expect it might be days before detectives make it out. Reporting live, I'm Karma Dickerson, NBC4 News.
Karma, thank you very much for that. Developing right now, police are searching for a newborn, her 14-year-old mother, and another teenager. The family says the 3-week-old baby has a heart condition and requires daily medication. We're told all three were on their way to the high desert to visit family, but haven't been seen since Sunday evening. Anyone with information is asked to contact authorities.
A landmark Los Angeles restaurant threatening to close because of increasing problems around MacArthur Park, including crime and homelessness. The city says it is responding, but as NBC4's Ted Chen reports, the owner says time has nearly run out.
The people who live in MacArthur Park say they've reached a breaking point over issues of crime and homelessness and drug use, and it's gotten so bad the owner of a beloved institution says he's about to close.
I've been complaining about this for ages.
Norm Langer says his frustration has reached a point where he's thinking about closing a restaurant many Angelinos can't imagine life without.
I might close it within a week.
You might close within a week?
That is correct. I'm getting that angry.
Angry enough to close Langer's Delicatessen and Restaurant after nearly 80 years in the heart of MacArthur Park, where people who live here for decades say things have gotten dramatically worse, in particular problems with crime, drug use, and mental illness.
What you're seeing is a symptom here of a community in stress. I've seen things I can't even describe. I probably shouldn't describe on TV.
Yvonne Nanette Machado says the park she says she used to take her daughter to as a child has changed so much. Her daughter recently got a husky for protection.
Do you really need to get a bigger dog to feel safe around your community? Like, It's expensive.
Langer says he's lost a third of his business and that the response from the city has been lacking.
Oh, we've got a team in there, we've got this. No, you don't have enough resources to put in there.
In a statement, the office of Councilmember Eunices Hernandez said, quote, Councilmember Hernandez has brought in an unprecedented level of funding to MacArthur Park to address the decades of underinvestment in the area. The office of LA Mayor Karen Bass said, quote, supporting local businesses like Langer's is a top priority, not just through direct aid and resources, but also through addressing homelessness and crime. Langer told me he thinks city officials think he's bluffing when it comes to closing, and he's about to show them he's not. In MacArthur Park, Ted Chen, NBC4 News.
A program designed to help the homeless and first responders during 911 calls is expanding into more LA cities. It's called the Circle program. Now, it stands for Crises and Incident Response through Community-Led Engagement. The idea is to free up LAPD officers who would otherwise respond to those nonviolent 911 mental health calls. Mayor Karen Bass says if mental health specialists can address a person in crises early enough, a police response can often be avoided altogether.
So we look at this as a prevention tool, but it also addresses a lot of the quality of life concerns that people have with the unhoused population.
The expansion was possible because specific money was set aside from federal funds.
It is back to class for USC students, and things are looking and feeling a little different than when they left for the summer. NBC4's Gordon Tokamatsu joins us live now from campus. And Gordon, as we've been reporting, there are some new security measures in place.
Yeah, Robert, one of the first things you'll notice is at main entrances like this one at Hoover and Jefferson, you can no longer just walk onto campus like you did in the past. Now you have to check in first. First day of class, and some things have changed here at USC campus. Sean Yanka can attest to that. He snagged his bachelor's degree last spring when demonstrations led to entrances being closed, classes canceled.
I know last semester was really hard to get on campus, but it seems like they've streamlined it and it's kind of working out.
The university declined our request to interview someone, but referred us to the Department of Safety page on the USC website. Among the changes there, all entrances that were closed are now open, but they're staffed with security. Student ID cards are required, and guests have to be registered online. There is a campus welcome table that can screen others, though. You'll need a state ID, though, for that.
Never had to do that really in the past 4 years, but seems fine.
Did you have any concerns about that?
I did at first.
Freshman Sydney Powell says she feels completely safe on this, her first day of class. She's actually more concerned about cancellations than anything else, a disruption that can lead to extra inconvenience if protests reoccur.
So then if you're canceling the classes we're paying to go, I mean, it's a waste of money, technically.
All the changes have been clearly listed on that USC website for students, posted at the beginning of the month. Officials recommend people read it before visiting. And the university is asking for patience and understanding as people adjust to these new measures. For the most part, those students we spoke with said they're all going quite well. No problems whatsoever. No delays getting on and off of campus. Reporting live from SC campus, Gordon Tokumatsu, NBC4 News.
All right, Gordon, thank you very much for that. Today, a jury in downtown is hearing closing arguments in a case against a former Real Housewives husband. John Girardi, the estranged husband of reality star Erica Jane, is on trial for embezzlement charges. He was once a high-powered litigator and owned a law firm. He's been accused of embezzling millions of dollars from his clients and using the funds for private jets and to support Erica Jane's entertainment career. Girardi suffers from dementia, but was deemed able to assist in his own defense.
As we step outside, this is a live look from Mount Wilson. A work week underway, but a long weekend to look forward to. Meteorologist Stephanie Olmo. Right. What do we have to look forward to weather-wise?
Well, the next couple of days, temperatures will start to come down little by little, but Labor Day weekend, temperatures warming right back up. It's not going to be too hot. Yeah, it's going to be warm across the areas, but right now we're checking out to this live look of San Pedro, where it's nice and clear out this way. San Pedro, your temperature right now at 86 degrees. We're about 3 degrees warmer now compared to this time yesterday. So what are we looking at across the area? We're running about 4 to 6 degrees warmer in some spots compared to just 24 hours ago. That's the case around the Inland Empire, Hemet, Riverside, Ontario. 9 degrees warmer in San Bernardino, as well as up into Victorville and Lancaster. 6 degrees warmer for you in Van Nuys. Temperatures right now at 90 degrees in Van Nuys, 93 Santa Clarita, 94 in Lancaster. Low 90s in Victorville, upper 90s in some spots. We see it right there in San Bernardino, 94 in Riverside, 93 in Ontario. High pressure system has worked its way back across the area. We have that weak offshore flow allowing those temperatures to warm up. So warming trend continues through tomorrow. Onshore flow picking up here as we head into Wednesday. Temperatures will be right around average mid to late week. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit. For now, back to you guys.
Stephanie, thank you. And coming up next at 4, another theme park changing policy about underage visitors. The Halloween event that will now require chaperones.
A military aircraft converted to fight fires. It's a first for California. The new fleet in the air after years of delays.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Damon.
And we want to buy your house.
Let Sellers Advantage show you how we can give you more.
No fees, no commissions, and no repairs. Just a fair cash offer that can close in just a few days.
Check out our Google reviews.
And call Sellers Advantage today or visit sellersadvantage.com.